Hello. Happy New Year to you and yours. I know it's not exactly New Year. It's a couple of weeks on from that now. However, those of you that do follow us, I have not done an actual video live, or you've not seen me live since the winter solstice, I don't believe. So I thought that I would jump on and do a little bit of a video. We're going to do some tarot today, bit of daily guidance with the cards. Those of you that don't know me, my name is Titania Fae. I am part of a psychic medium husband and wife duo called the Gypsy and the Witch, and we offer holistic, spiritual and well-being services, events, workshops, lives, sales, subscriptions, online circle and blah 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 blah. So check us out on www.thegypsyandthewitch.com. You can find us across social platforms: Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, and obviously on YouTube. So without further ado, I'm just gonna crack on with today. How is everybody? Has everybody had a reasonably happy Christmas, Yuletide, New Year season? Please guys, feel free to drop some comments below, because I really like to hear from you, hear how you're doing, see who we're connecting with. We always appreciate those of you that do connect with us, so thank you for being here. I have just been completely drained. Christmas and Yuletide and solstice is always meant to be a time where we can sort of switch off and relax and ground ourselves. But sometimes, and I've definitely found this isn't just myself, a lot of other people as well, they like to create plans over that resting period to make sure that, well, you know, so you're making the most of the time, so you're seeing friends, seeing family, doing activities, getting out and about, and then quite often you find yourself in a position where you go, what? Christmas and New Year's over? Well, I haven't relaxed, I haven't grounded, I haven't had that time off. And then going back to work might even seem like that time off. For us, we've had a bout of illness. It's been a bit of a up and down winter, December into January. Lots of reasons for that other than illness. You have to consider that we always look forward to Christmas, don't we? And I say we as in you and I in general. A lot of people look forward to that time of year, and then when that build up leads to Christmas, the pressure's on, and then, as I say, lots of activities, lots of things to do, people to see, and then we have that strange period in between Christmas and New Year. What day is it? What time is it? Who knows? Just eat another biscuit or mince pie. You know, just make the most of our time. And then, like I say, all of a sudden it's January. So the energy around us, we have got some January blues. January always seems to be the longest month of the year. Everybody's trying to find their money that they've lost over Christmas, either through time off over Christmas, or also through purchasing presents and going overboard. A lot of us do it. We've also had a full moon this weekend, just gone. Those of you that have already seen, I'm not going to carry on about it, but Paul and I had a beautiful experience on Sunday for my Christmas and birthday present. He took me to Cumbria to walk with wolves. The experience is called the Predator Experience, and walking with wolves, it's also known as in Cumbria. It was absolutely magnificent, very magical and spiritual moment for me personally. I'm very, very connected to the wolves as my totem animal. So it's very, very special. My birthday weekend, and also the full moon in, I say the full moon in Wolf, but it's not. It's the full moon in Cancer, which is part of the Capricorn season. But yeah, it was the weekend of the full moon, which is known as the wolf moon, and also the cold moon. So it was very enjoyable, but this is going back into what I was saying about energy. So we are currently in Capricorn season. Capricorn is the only star sign that comes twice in a year, so it works its way through the end of December through to the beginning of January. We are currently sat in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, with the year beginning and ending in Capricorn, Capricorns always make sure that they finish what they begin. Once they've started something, they're like a dog with a bone until they have finished what they set out to do. I myself am a Capricorn, as I just informed you, and I am very much like that. Capricorn is an earth sign as well. So when we sit in Capricorn as the beginning of the year, we're quite often recycling that energy from December through to January. So whilst we sit in the Capricorn season, as we work our way until the middle of January, there's a lot of ups and downs, there's a lot of turbulent energy, a sense of trying to achieve things, trying to create new goals for ourselves, but sometimes putting too much pressure on ourselves. That's something that Capricorns are renowned for doing as well. They can put too much pressure on themselves. So being in this star sign season right now, my guidance for energy is to be gentle on yourself. Don't put yourself under too much pressure. Remember that even though the Christmas period is over, we are still in the winter and we are still in some hibernation where we can be. So please take it easy on yourself. Go easy on yourself, okay? Just be calm, look after yourself where you can. As well as that, I've got my lovely dog here trying to get my attention. Good boy. As well as that, with the full moon, we have just had some very heightened energy on the first week of January as we approach the full moon. This particular full moon is a very special one. It's in Cancer, and Cancer is a water sign, so there will have been a lot of what we call memory recall, a lot of things from the past flagging up to us, memories, reminders of things that we've gone through and experienced before. Have we learned our lessons from those past experiences? Are they coming up for a reason? All of these matters come into play when it comes around the wolf moon and in Cancer. Cancer, again being a water sign, brings emotion as well. So matters of the heart, things that bring up a lot of thought, a lot of reflection. Water signs also within the Cancer and water energy. I'm going to pause you for 1 second and let this dog out. 1 second. I'm back. You might not notice that because obviously we're going for a video, but I noticed. I had to pause, I had to see to him. But I'm back and we're already on 8 minutes, so I'm going to move forwards a little bit with what I'm saying about astrology, energy and so on. But just to recap slightly, that we was working with water, so a lot of emotion and also a lot of intuition. So working with that memory recall, working with that intuition, thinking, what are they showing me right now? How can I work with this energy to create these Capricorn mindset goals for myself over the upcoming year? So there's a lot of transformation taking place right now. There's a lot of hurdles and things being broken down in order to make space for the upcoming year ahead and new beginnings. Not all new beginnings. Some things are going to pick up where we left off and we're going to improve them. But my biggest guidance from all of that I've just said about the time of year, about the astrological season that we're in, about the full moon, about January, Capricorn, Cancer, all of these matters that come into play right now where we are currently at, is be kind to yourself, give yourself patience, practice what it is that you are thinking you need to put in place. Start, but without putting pressure on yourself, and prioritizing what really, really matters. That is where we're at right now. Being authentic in who you are, in what you want, and how you're going to get there. So pretty much give me some insight and guidance. I'm wondering, should I even do the tarot? This is probably going to be my most epic video in length that I've done on YouTube, that I have spread across my platforms. But here we go. Let's do some tarot as well. Hopefully you'll resonate with what I'm saying, and you'll also receive a little bit of guidance through the cards too. But please, again, as I mentioned earlier, please do comment. Let me know. Are you resonating with what I'm saying? Okay, we've got a card flicking out. We've got another card flicking out. So, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. 2 cards. Knight of Cups was the one that fell out. Knight of Swords was the one that was sort of, I think might come with him as well. So, I say he. When we look at tarot, we can go with Knight. We can go with Page. These are energies of, we've still got some things to learn, okay? With the tarot, commonly we will associate a knight with a male and a queen with a female and a king with a male. And actually, we don't need to do that because it's more about the energy rather than the character of the card. So we're working within that energy. So what can we take from these cards? The Knight of Cups, again, Cups is within the water energy, the suit of water, the element of water, matters of the heart. What matters to you? Lessons to learn, as I say. We are moving forwards in a direction, in both directions. So we're using the animal realm here. As you can see, with this one, Knight of Cups, it feels like he's triumphed something, but he's still ready for battle. That's why he's in his suit and armour. As with the Knight of Swords, moving forward swiftly, much more swiftly with this card. So as you can see, okay, we've got 2 different energies going on here. So we have got the swords, so the cups are water, the swords are the suit of air. So we have got things that are up in the air that need resolving. There's a little bit of a battle going on here, considering we've got 2 knights. We might be talking about head and heart decision. We might be talking about being pulled in 2 different directions. But the suit of water is all about the things that really matter. Not necessarily relationships as in partnership, but it might be work partnership, colleagues that you care for, friendships that are connected friendships, family matters. These are all the things that spark a sensitive feeling in the heart. That means that this is what we're talking about. When it comes to the swords, we're talking about some battles, some conflicts, some matters that really need resolving. You can see that he's charging on this bull, whereas on here, he's sitting on a fish. And some of you might be going, what? What is that about? There's lots of symbolic meaning in every single aspect of the tarot, and I like to connect with all of these matters. So when it comes to a fish, very similarly to what I was saying a moment ago about water, we are working with memory. Fish have very small memory. They go around in circles. Their memory is very short-lived. So we can take from that, let's try and actually think about things that matter to us. Think about how we can improve these things. He's holding up a cup because he's trying to represent a challenge. No, not a challenge. Show like a triumph. Getting confused between the 2. A triumph, a celebration. I raise my cup and I feel proud. We've moved forwards with something. So I feel like with this card, the guidance that we're getting from this is moving in the right direction with matters of the heart, thinking about prioritising what matters, using that memory recall to, very similar to what I was saying with Cancer in the moon this month, about working with our memory recall and learning lessons from the past is what I feel from this card, very much so. The fact that he's obviously out in the water as well and we've got lots of land around us, I feel like this is talking about going back to nature, taking things more simplistically. Let's not try and race ahead and get to the other end, the destination like that. Let's slow down the pace. Let's work with what really matters here. Again, prioritising the matters of the heart. What energy are we needing to work with? What are we allowing into our space? What needs to be here? What needs to be at the forefront of our mind and our energy right now, and what really doesn't? And this is where we've got the scattered energy coming through here from the Knight of Swords, like charging like a bull in a china shop, rushing into things very quickly. The mountains in the background represent the hurdles that we are facing, maybe the challenges that we're giving ourselves, climbing mountains to get to the destination where we want to be. We don't need to do that. We can slow down that pace. We can think about things more clearly. We can work with what we need to work with, not what we are trying to give ourselves too many challenges, trying to give ourselves too many things to think about, too many things to do. You can see here, again, ready for battle. He's got the sword. He's cutting his way through all of this energy. And to me, the fact that the two cards have come out together is very much talking about, let's work through these hurdles and these challenges to triumph and release what it is that we are no longer needing to hold on to. Considering, again, we're working now in 2023 on the calendars that most of us live with, work with in energy. We are now in January of a new year, 2023, and we are working with new energy. But new doesn't come through like that. New energy means resolving old energy, working with old energy and recycling what is needed into new energy and releasing the old which is no longer needed. It's paid its service. No, that's not the word, paid its service. These quotes, honestly, sometimes. What's the word? It's done what it needs to do. It's outlived. It's grown to a point where we've had the crops and now it's decaying. We don't need the thorns, we need the leaves. Fresh growth is around us, but we need to be releasing the old. So with the two cards, I think these two cards are very much reflecting on what I said about the astrological energy that I have already explained to you. It's talking about working with the old, not putting ourselves under too much pressure, making sure that we are preserving our energy, being kind to ourselves, prioritizing the matters of the heart, the people that mean something to us, what it is, not just the people, but actually the passions, the interests, the desires. Where do we want to go? What do we want to do? This is your life. Make sure that you're living it the way that you want to, and that you are doing it in a kind and calm manner, without all the pressure. Sure, we have hurdles, that's life, but let's work with them. Let's make them as positive as we can, accepting the negative and using that to utilise our energy in a more productive manner. Loads there for you. 17 minutes in, lots of guidance. Do you know this is because I haven't done a video in 2 weeks? Oh, too much to say. I hope you've enjoyed it. I really hope you have. Paul and I have got some reading spaces available this month for one-to-one readings. Do you want to see what lays ahead for you this year? In the upcoming moment, present moment, what are your lessons from the past? What do you want to work forwards with? What do you want your future to look like? How can you make it work? We're here to give our guidance, insight and love and support to those that are in need of it. So if you'd like to have a little look at our services, as I've already mentioned, we do a very wide variety of spiritual and holistic and well-being services. www.thegypsyandthewitch.com. We've also got a live on the 13th, Friday the 13th, and lucky for some, lucky for others. It's a good day for us. 13's never been considered as an unlucky number to me. Please do look into things. Don't just take things for face value. Have a little look. Why is it known as unlucky? Could it actually be lucky? You have a look into that. I'm not going to go off onto another tangent, but we have a live donation reading event on Friday, not necessarily just with cards, actually with a variety of divination tools, connecting with energy, connecting with spirit, and just bringing forth those messages intuitively as well. So if you'd like to join us, again, get in touch, follow us on our networking pages, and look forward to speaking to you all soon. Much love, and I hope you've enjoyed the video today.